Hi, everyone. Give them a couple of seconds to bring up my slide. I am Principal Architect and a VP of our Responsible AI and Tech team at Salesforce, part of the Office of Ethical and Humane Use. Very happy to be here today to talk about something with all of you that is really near and dear to my heart, and that is how do we think about creating AI that works for humans, not the other way around. And so I'd like to challenge all of you today for the brief 10 minutes that we have together to think about how does this work apply to what you are doing in your role. I think all of us have a real opportunity to think about what it means to not just make AI help us be more efficient, but to actually increase, to encourage, to enable human flourishing. So the question that I would like for us to think about today is how can we design a future where AI doesn't just automate our work, but actively empowers our human potential to flourish? So what does a successful human-AI collaboration look like? You've probably heard the phrase human-AI collaboration many, many times. Being able to realize the full potential of that collaboration requires actual design partnerships that center on human agency and expertise. Research has shown that when employees use AI to draft their work, they can experience drops in their feelings of control, responsibility, and creativity. However, we also know that AI can really inspire individuals, help creative workers to develop more complex designs that benefit from that unique human touch that only we can provide. So achieving an effective balance requires intentional strategies that leverage the best of human and AI abilities coming together. What I'd like to propose for you today are 3 actionable strategies that you as leaders can help ensure AI encourages flourishing. Again, not just surviving, not just being faster at what we're all doing. The first is by optimizing workflow. I think many of us here today may be at institutions, whether it's school, work, where you're being encouraged to use more AI. AIify everything, token max, automate as much as you possibly can. But really effective leaders don't just hand AI to employees and say, do more faster. They guide the employees. They help them understand what does success really look like. What is it that we are trying to achieve? And so we want to ensure that the human-AI relationship is a true collaboration that activates the best of both AI and human abilities. So the human steers the strategy and creative direction while the AI acts as an autopilot, handling the rote tasks. So this really preserves employees' creativity and ownership while still providing a productivity boost, ensuring that human oversight of AI is meaningful and not just a rubber stamp. The second strategy is implementing mindful friction. Mindful friction is a phrase or a design strategy that I've been advocating for over a decade. This principle subtly nudges users to reflect on their choices. Oftentimes, we think of friction as a negative thing, as something to be avoided. Unfortunately, as we have seen, seamless, frictionless AI interfaces actively encourage cognitive surrender. To fix this, we need to design systems with intentional friction by introducing cognitive forcing functions or staged reveals. One example of this is the Delphi method. This is a structured technique from the 1950s that requires individuals to independently develop their answers before sharing them with each other as a way of avoiding groupthink. And so how might we apply this in human-AI collaboration? In this case, we want the humans and the AI to develop their answers, to develop content independently of each other, and then bring it back to each other for sharing, iterating, and improving with each round. So not only can this help mitigate the risk of human cognitive surrender, it can also reduce AI sycophancy. So if the human isn't just asking or isn't just giving the AI their idea and asking the AI to validate it or riff on it, but instead independently develop their own ideas, you can get more challenged, more complex solutions by bringing these together. The third strategy is fostering socio-technical resilience. This involves encouraging a culture of proactive maintenance to sustain high performance. So you really want to deliberately invest in and celebrate human craftsmanship. This is what truly drives innovation. Simply handing over all of our tasks to AI is going to get AI slop, homogenization, but keeping our human touch in the innovation is what will truly help all of our organizations succeed. So institute human-centric lists for meaningful tasks. This means ensuring that there are some tasks that require the humans to be involved in. This isn't just human in the loop where humans come in after the fact and touch it, validate it, rubber stamp it. This means humans at the helm. We want to ensure that time saved by AI is used to deepen our own learning, our own development of our crafts, and strengthen every employee's unique expertise. So my goal here is that I hope everyone walks away identifying AI as a force multiplier to amplify human craftsmanship. Many of you may be familiar with the concept of negative alignment. This has largely driven the field of ethical AI. This involves preventing models from causing harms. And this, of course, is incredibly important, but it's not sufficient for human flourishing. Instead, positive alignment is also needed. It demands that we must design systems to actively foster human virtue, designing for wisdom and well-being. By structuring workflows to protect human agency, designing with mindful friction, and fostering a culture that respects human craftsmanship as key to innovation, leaders can ensure that AI amplifies employees' skills and well-being. Instead of outsourcing thinking to AI, we should design AI to scaffold human learning and empower people through positive alignment and meta autonomy. Thank you.